Boston's MBTA Transit Police Force is one of the largest police departments in Massachusetts. Its officers have primary responsibility for the entire transit system, which covers 175 Massachusetts cities and towns. T-Cops are responsible for responding to incidents ranging from truancy to terrorism.
If there is a body under that train, he could very well be alive, and you want to be able to get him out of there as quickly and efficiently as possible.
I think it would be a mistake to only see the arts in terms of serving a purpose, i.e., well, it's important to know graphic design because then you can make a poster to save the whales, for instance. And sometimes that is the case, that art is the best way to serve a need to communicate something. But art functions in many other ways as a way to explore the world, a way to understand the world, a way to communicate or express that understanding. And art, of course, has been that throughout the ages.
And part of what we try and get people to do here is to reach as many audiences as possible. So I want my students to really understand science. I'm very passionate about that. But if all they're doing is talking to other scientists, they're not doing the service that we need. So they need to be able to do their science or to understand the science in a very intense and very profound way. But they also need to be able to communicate in a bunch of different ways to a bunch of different audiences. And to me, the arts is one of the most powerful ways of doing that. So somebody who can study birds or study flowers and then can translate that into a thing of beauty is going to reach many more people than somebody who just keeps it within the realm of science.
So someone comes here, they want to be a marine mammologist, they take an art class, they start getting into drawing, they end up making a children's book about marine mammals and doing all the illustrations themselves.
Now watch out for those sails as they come down on the rail.
An awful lot of people wind up the first time they're actually having to do real research is when they get to graduate school, and that's too late. You need to start as early as you possibly can.
So, okay, we're just going to let it go, I think.
Let it go?
Yeah, why not? See what it does.
Ah! Freaking!
You have to say, what is the interesting question, and how am I going to answer that question? That's not something that people usually get in a conventional curriculum. Here, if somebody comes to me and says they want to be a biologist, my response is, fine, what are you doing next summer? And so I'm taking 3 first-year students out to the island this summer. Each of them have got their own research project, and they're going to be biologists.
In the bustling Irish Midland town of Cavan, a small commercial printing company in a 200-year-old abbey is taking a bold leap into the future. They're providing high-quality 4-color printing to customers, often on the same day jobs are brought in. Abbey Set Limited was founded by Kieran and Geraldine McDonnell and Geraldine's brother, Porrick Smith.
We walked in the door and all we had was a pile of old paper from the previous company, which had to be dumped out, and a platen.
The company grew its small but loyal client base to one now numbering in the hundreds. Geraldine McDonnell is Director of Customer Service.
We love customers because they're the only people who pay our wages. So at the end of the day, we really look after them and we try to be as fair price-wise so they'll keep coming back. And they also get very good quality work from us and very, very high quality of service.
Abbey Set faced the same challenge printers encounter everywhere: how to differentiate themselves in a crowded marketplace.
The only way we can keep ahead of all the other people who are out there pretending to be printers or whatever is to be obviously providing design facility, but providing high quality colour that we do ourselves.
A new digital offset press allows Abbey Set to offer quantities as low as 250 pieces at very reasonable prices.
You know, one of the interesting things about the hazmat team is they're traditionally very reactive, and I think with the partnership with industry, with the pre-planning that we're doing, we're trying to be very proactive. We can't prevent the incident, but we can really speed up the recovery time after an incident's occurred.
The interaction between the hazardous materials district and the business community provides an extra measure of safety for the citizens in these towns. And it's not just the businesses that benefit from the district's training. In Windham, New Hampshire, Eileen Freegon got a first-hand view of what this training can mean for the homeowner.
My husband went down into the cellar to get a can of paint. And while he was down there, he tipped over a little brown bottle. It turned out that it was liquid diazinon in a glass bottle. The bottle broke, and within a matter of a minute, less than a minute, my husband became very, very ill. When I made the initial call, they told me to immediately get out of the house. By the time we got to the end of the driveway, there were 2 fire trucks, the ambulance, and the guys were suited up in their hazmat uniforms.
We've already had incidences. We've gathered more towns in the team. We're now handling more stuff that nobody ever thought possible, from anthrax scares to chemical leaks, a technical rescue style team. We are now going to have a team that can handle anything we're dispatched to. We're the first line of defense. So the more we know, we all stay safe.
We're getting to be a tried and true process, and I think the departments we serve and the communities we serve are much more comfortable calling us because of our training, because of our equipment, because of our experience.
I would send my daughter here because I think it's a really good school.
Because I know she will be in safe hands.
Because I'm having a great time. You meet a lot of friends, you get involved easily, all the teachers are nice.
I'd send my daughter here because I know she wouldn't be a number. She'd be like, all the teachers would know her, and she'd be having fun, and she'd be learning a lot too.
It sounds trite, but it's true. Everyone just comes and they have fun and they learn.
And I think in the school, they make you matter. So I think that's why I would send my daughter here.
I made so many new friends in yearbook.
Before I even came to PMA, I went to soccer tryouts because I play soccer, basketball, and track. And I must have made like 7 really good friends that I'm really good friends with to this day.
Sports for us have always been a way to rally the girls together. Now we have 6 interscholastic sports, plus some intramurals and things like that. But it's great. It's a great experience for the girls to come out and sport their fellow classmates.
1, 2, 3.
It's a lot of fun, and it's a community and a group of people that make you feel great.
We try to impress upon the people in the company to work smarter, not harder. This tool, I think, exemplifies that.
The guys in the field are loving this thing. They see it and they hook it right up without instructions, and they like to use it.
I think it's also going to impress the customer to see that we have the right tools for the right job. We're in and out of there, and that's a big effect too. The visual makes a difference with people.
It's easy to use. You go, you grab the correct collet, you clamp it to the threads of the pipe, screw your bushing on the bottom side, hook your supply hose up. When the wire is moving, step on the foot switch. When the wire stops, take your foot off. It's that simple.
It's worlds apart from having to set up the bucket with the soap, the additional man, the wipes, and like I said, breakdown is incredibly easy. There's no mess to clean up. Just definitely labor saver across the board.